Welcome back to IO. I'm your bacon overlord, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining. So to never miss another story, click that subscribe button, plus follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we got them all. Also make sure you stay all the way until the end because that's where I handpick some of your comments and read them out. Keep watching, don't leave. You know we couldn't leave 2019 without mentioning one of the dumbest criminal news stories we've ever heard of. His name is Orlando Henderson, and by the looks of his social media pages, this guy is rolling in dough. He's tossing stacks of money everywhere, posing with the money, sitting on a Benz with the money, doing all the things a young guy with tons of money would do. Even captioning his posts with entrepreneurial inspired lines of motivation like, I make it look easy, but this shit really a process. And a month later saying, looking at my brand thinking, this is how I got rich. Unfortunately for Henderson though, all of these posts are what also led to his arrest. Turns out he doesn't have a successful brand or business, he's just a thief. A thief that worked at a bank in Charlotte, North Carolina. According to reports, the 29-year-old had access to the vault in the bank where he was formerly employed. After stealing $88,000 in cash from the bank and posing with the money online, the FBI began looking into it. In the FBI's report that was published in mid-December, they said the indictment alleges that on at least 18 occasions in 2019, Henderson stole cash from deposits made by bank customers from the bank vault and used the money to pay for personal expenses and to make a large cash down payment on a luxury vehicle, that Mercedes that he was taking photos with. The FBI document goes on to say that Henderson paid $20,000 as a down payment for a 2019 Mercedes-Benz while also getting a car loan for the remaining balance. Now he didn't just slowly take money out and store it in his mattress. Orlando would take small bits of the cash and deposit it into a nearby ATM, which also isn't smart considering that all of those machines have front-facing cameras on them. At the same time, it makes you wonder what his logic was for doing this. If he was so secretive about how he was depositing the stolen cash, why would he then post about it on social media? Clout makes people do some wild and crazy things. Even when purchasing this car with cash in hand can be considered a form of money laundering. Additionally, he provided false information, falsified documents, which also included falsified bank statements just to be approved for the car loan from another bank. Things are not looking good for this man either. After the FBI arrested Henderson on December 4th, he was charged with 2 counts of financial institution fraud, 19 counts of theft, embezzlement and misapplication, and 12 counts of making false entries, which has a max penalty of 30 years in jail along with $1 million fine. Yeah. 88K ain't gonna cut it, bro. As I mentioned, those charges are just in regards to stealing the money. He was also charged with transactional money laundering, which has a max penalty of 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Now everybody, say it with me, oof! Now of course there is such a thing as due process, so all of these charges are simply allegations as of now until he can be proven guilty, but man, it's like I said, not looking good for Henderson. There was already an overwhelming amount of evidence, and unless he can prove that he made the money through less nefarious means, he's definitely going to jail for a long time. The FBI report also stated that Henderson destroyed certain documents as well as making or causing others to create these false entries in the bank's books. All of this was done specifically to cover up his theft and could implicate others in his crimes. He has already been brought to a U.S. District Court in Southern California, but will be tried in North Carolina by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Charlotte. With that, let's take a moment to check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Biggest Influencer Fails Caught on Camera. The Little Gamer Toy says, who called Johnny a clown? He ain't a clown, he is cute and funny. He rocks the making a joke out of this kind of a rude comment. Why thank you, you kind soul. What an uplifting comment. I'm happy my bounce back from that diss made you laugh, and thanks for being here, dude. Or whatever gender you are. Chili Man says, has anyone told you your hairstyle looks like the one from Fallout 4? Of course. Every time I go into my barber, I say, give me the Vault Boy look. That's what I want. Give me the Fallout number 4. Batman Fan Forever 08 says, when I don't watch IO for long periods of time, I feel like I'm living under a rock. Welcome back from underneath that rock, Batman. Time to get with it. Maria Moreno says, Johnny, love you and keep up the good work and keep those joke videos going. You're too sweet, Maria, and thank you so much for watching. Gotcha Diamond says, English, I speaking good, same. Like, it's my only language and I barely speak it. You're gonna have to forgive me sometimes. Thank you for watching InformOverload, and if you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Also, make sure you give us a follow on Instagram for tons of behind the scenes content. Links for that will be in the description below. Plus, leave us a comment while you're there with your thoughts on this story. From IO, my name is Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.